All right. So we talked about it before. Who is Sam Bankman-Fried, aka SBF? He was the CEO of two companies. He created two companies. One, he was a CEO. The other one, he stepped down to run the other one. So he created Alameda, which is a hedge fund. They invest in different tokens and stuff and different properties. And the other one is FTX, which was one of the biggest crypto exchanges. So what is a crypto exchange? It's a place where if you want to buy crypto, you have dollars. You put your dollars in there via credit card or whatever. And with this, you can buy Bitcoin, XRP, Ethereum, and whatever else. And he had a conflict of interest because he started using the money from FTX, the billions of dollars generated from his own token, FTT, and from the users putting a lot of money during the crypto craze. And it's normally, if you have two companies, you cannot use the money from one company to the other one just like that. It's supposed to be a seal between both. And what he was doing apparently was that he was using the money from the crypto exchange to hedge inside of Alameda, which was run by his girlfriend or ex-girlfriend or whatever. And both of them, I'm coming back to that. And so, and he was doing stuff like, for example, let's say that I have $100. No, let's say I have a Shada token. Let's say I have 100 of these tokens, right? And every token is worth $1. So I have $100 worth of my tokens. Now, let's say that you want to make the price of these go up so 100 becomes 200. Then you send the money because you know what your people are buying, right? On the exchange in FTX. So you go to Alameda and you buy with their money. You buy a lot of the Shada tokens in the other company, which make the price go up. And then it creates an excitation from all the clients of your exchange. And now that my 100 Shada token is worth 400, I can now then sell them to my users with their own money from one company to another. Now, we're talking about hundreds of dollars here, but that guy was doing it in hundreds of millions of dollars. All the money from all his users, $8 billion. So that was 5 years ago, and 5 months ago, sorry. And this is what created the crypto winter. After that, the whole sentiment about crypto went down. So another one who thought it was smarter than life. And to me, the tale of this guy is something that is very, very interesting, because I always ask myself, what's wrong with the music? Did I stop the music myself? Anyway, the tale of this type of guy is very interesting to me, because it's not the first time that the Americans just all excite themselves, all of them. And with the internet, you had like Madoff, you have Katie Holmes, you have like people love the good story more than doing their own research and just making sure. And This guy became the king of crypto at 23, 25 years old, looking like a goof, looking like a clown. Not even gonna talk about his whole team. It's like, it feels like there was this whole fantasy about the revenge of the nerds. Like, oh my God, like all these nerds are becoming billionaires, and let's put money and let's not ask ourselves what is going on. And like the tokens are going up, so everybody was in the FOMO. Everybody wanted to put money in, and now everybody's crying as if it's somebody else's fault. Like that they trusted people. I mean, listen, it's something I tell people all the time. Unless it's a bank that is completely regulated, that if they lose your money, insurance will give you your money back, or the state will give you your money back. Unless when the crisis like 1929 style or 2007 style. But normally, there's a lot of systems in place so that you get your money back nevertheless. Now, when it comes to crypto, all the money that I have invested in crypto, I consider that it's money that I have lost. It's there. I'm actually making money. But I don't stress about it because I consider that money that I can afford to lose. The problem is most people, they put their savings, they put everything they have because, listen, everybody's trying to replace religion with something else. Everybody's trying to replace religion with the LGBT movement, with whatever war they believe in, whoever creator they love, Mr. Beast, whoever, or crypto. Like, listen, I'm sorry. At a point, if you believe so much in a token or in whatever project or in whoever, Vitalik Buterin or any of these motherfuckers, if you believe in these people that much that you are willing to put all your money in these projects, I'm gonna victim blame you. You are nuts. You're supposed to invest what you can afford to lose. Always. If you have 3,000 in your bank account and you're gonna have these 3,000 only for this month, and you need them to pay your rent, pay for some food, buy maybe a new coat, whatever, electricity, etc., and you need, let's say, 2,005 because before you get another 3,000, you can invest 500, and I would even say 300 to 400 because 100 for emergencies. Personally, that's the way I operate. Everything I invest is not money that I need for something important. It's something that, okay, I'm investing it. That's it. I'm not the type of guy, if I have 50K in my bank account, I'm not going to go and take my 50K and put them in anything. So that I wake up one morning, my 50K are worth 300. And now I'm in despair because I was supposed to pay the rent of the year of XY. Nah. Listen, I don't know if maybe people don't have children, don't have responsibilities, but I believe that the whole crypto scene is full of reckless people. And it's okay to be excited by something. It's okay to want to make money quick and to hear all these stories of people getting rich quick. But nah, you have to always keep your head on your shoulders and spend the money you can lose. Listen, I had no money on FTX. Actually, I didn't really know about them until this whole debacle. But it made the whole crypto market lose money. I had Ethereum at 4,000, lost when the value went back to 1,005. I had my XRP went back to 20 cents and X. Listen, a lot of things. What I did actually, I bought more of everything I believe in with money that I didn't need. Yeah, people telling me that I lost all my money. I lost $1 million. $1 million? Yeah. Listen, if you lost $1 million, that would be fucked up. But if I tell you that I lost $1 million because of the FTT token, with the way I work, I should have 9 million on the side in normal bank accounts. And not one bank, but 10 different banks. But these people, they are religious about crypto. And this is what happens. A goofy looking clown that can't even dress right comes and everybody says, oh, he's a genius. And then everybody just follows. And then he fucks everybody else's money. Wow. This is crazy. And he's been found guilty in all 7 counts of fraud. So, he could spend decades in prison, potentially up to 115 years. Listen, you went from being a billionaire, going from your hamster-looking girlfriend to being in the Bahamas, having sex orgies, being rich as fuck, flying private jets, and going around the world, financing American politicians, these crooks, all this to, at 30 years old, to spend the rest of your life in prison? Oh. Yo. That is crazy. Hola, Emmanuel. Oh, listen, these comments, I don't understand. Don't mind me. I think I have to redo the whole thing and all the comments at once so that they all look the same. All right. Where was I? Let me check this out. The dynamic text box. There you go. All right. There we go. Now we talking. I have to redo my whole setup in eCount. Yeah, okay. New York. Sam Bankman-Fried defrauded his customers and lenders. After a 5-week trial, a New York jury found for the FTX founder and former chief executive. A tentative sentencing date was set for March 28, 2024. He could spend decades in prison and theoretically up to 115 years. Sam Bankman-Fried perpetrated one of the biggest financial fraud in American history. U.S. Attorney Damian Williams said outside the courthouse after the guilty verdicts on all 7 charges were revealed. This kind of fraud This kind of corruption is all that time, and we have no patience for it. Of course, he's going to do an appeal, blah, 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 blah. The verdict is unanimous, Your Honor. Damn. The parents, as the four-person read the jury verdict, the defendant's father buried his head into his lap from a seat in the viewing gallery. His mother kept still, back straight, with a kind of a sullen, expressionless, staring straight ahead. After the judge left the courtroom, Bankman-Fried stood up and his lawyers leaned in and spoke to him. He didn't look back at the viewing gallery. Even his parents shuffled over the wooden divider directly behind him. Even as his parents shuffled over to the wooden divider behind him. Arm around each other, they stared at Bankman-Fried back while roughly 3,000 reporters swarmed around them. Whatever. I would love to know what all his lieutenants are gonna get. For example, what's his name? Caroline Ellison. His ex-girlfriend and are they going to prison? Will Caroline Ellison and Sam Bankman-Fried's other co-defendant go to prison? Despite delivering a key testimony against their former boss, Caroline, Nishad, and Gary Wang are still facing decades behind bars. Oh my God. Yo, these are kids, they're 25. That must be a nightmare. Now that Sam Bankman-Fried is a convicted criminal, likely destined I'm tired today. For decades behind bars in brutal federal prison, what fate will befall his former colleagues and co-defendants? Nashad Singh, FTX Director of Engineering, Gary Wang, the CTO, and Caroline Ellison, the former CEO of FTX sister trading firm Alameda Research, all pleaded guilty last December to multiple counts of fraud and conspiracy and agreed to testify against their former boss. Over the last month, their testimony proved crucial in the government's case against Bankman-Fried snitches, ultimately leading to the FTX founder's conviction. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the former crypto execs are off the hook. Ellison, Singh, and Wang still face maximum prison sentences of 110, 75, and 50 years, respectively. Oh my God. I thought they had a deal. Wow. In exchange for their testimony, prosecutors have agreed to send letters known as 5K motions to the trial sentencing judge on their behalf. These letters will describe in detail both the co-defendants' criminal conduct as well as the degree to which they aided the prosecutive case. The notes won't recommend specific sentence length, though that's up to the U.S. District Judge Lewis Kaplan, who will also determine Bankman-Fried's sentence at hearing set for March 28, 2024. While the trio is no doubt hoping their swift denunciation of Bankman-Fried will save them from the inside of a prison, Singh and Wang both testified that they hope to receive no jail time. Reality might not be so kind to them. A major factor in prison sentences in federal financial fraud case is the amount of money misused or stolen. Sentences recommendation climb higher the more money is involved in the federal financial crime, maxing out to $550 million. The FTX Alameda scheme was a $10 billion fraud, according to prosecutors. It's horrible for them, said a legal consultant who advised his client on navigating the federal prison system. right off the bat, without any departures, they're all likely looking at 210 to 262 months. And that doesn't account for other aggravating factors, but it also doesn't account for mitigating factors. Oh my God. Oh. Ultimately, Zuki says Judge Kaplan will have full say over how much weight to give such sentencing recommendations. Given the amount of public interest in the trial, Kaplan may choose to make an example of Ellison, Singh, and Wang, or he may wish to reward their assistance in taking down Bankman-Fried, who prosecutor described as one of the biggest financial fraudsters in American history. Either way, Zuki's believes sentencing in this case may not follow familiar patterns. This is such an unusual case that has so much media exposure. The closest thing I can think of, it's a cartel case. Oh my God. If Ellison, Singh, and Wang were to receive prison sentences, but ones lower than 12 years, they would likely be sent to minimum security federal prisons, dorm-style complexes that tend to be non-violent and are generally considered to be best for the federal prison system has to offer. The best that the federal prison system has to offer. Zukis believe that if any of the three were to receive prison time, this would be the most likely outcome. And if somehow they get off without any prison time, they will still likely be obligated to return stolen funds and potentially pay restitution to the victims. In the case of Bernie Madoff, for example, recipient of ill-gotten profit from the convicted Ponzi scheme operator continue to pay back funds to the victim to this day. And if they avoid prison, Ellison, Singh, and Wang would, of course, be free to go back to their normal lives and jobs, though they might have a hard time finding work in crypto these days. Oh, yo. And they are all so young. Caroline Ellison, how old is she? So that's the ex, Caroline. How old is she? 29 years. Oh, Lord. Damn. Their lives are fucked. This is what hubris does to you when people make you a superstar and you end up like this. That is crazy. It is what it is. Prayers for everybody involved, yo. But yeah, that's crazy. That's a lot, but that's a lot of money that was lost. People lost $10 billion. So they're going to make an example of these three. I wonder what would have happened if these three never talked. But you know, these people, they're not used to that. They probably bent, they probably folded under the pressure of the prosecutor very quick. A few threats and I'll say everything here, all my notes and shoo. But listen, I feel bad for them. Seriously. I know in the crypto world, everybody's so emotional that they're happy and everybody believe that it's their fault. They deserve XYZ, but 100 years in prison, meaning your life is over, is a lot, especially if you went from, you know, those are not bad people. These are just smart nerds, right? They're not bad people. And they just got in over their head thinking they were smarter than the game, and then the game ate them. And listen, 5 to 10 years is enough. Like, yeah, listen, especially them, those 5 years. Sam Bankman-Fried, yeah, 20 years maybe. But in the US, it's just crazy. You're gonna spend 110 years? Yo, because in the US, every sentence you get is consecutive. It's not like, okay, get 10 for this, 7 for that, 5 for this. So in the end, we take the higher and you have 10 years. No, there is like you have 10 plus 7 plus 11 plus 20. So you can spend like, sometimes you can have like 200 years of prison depending on the number of counts. And yo, that is crazy. What do you think, Shada Gang? Tell me in the chat.